Okay, hello everyone. Just checking a few settings, making sure that I'm not on mute today. I thought I'll try to start things without a technical issue. There could be something else going wrong right now, but hopefully the microphone won't be one of them. Anyway, good evening to you, those of you out there watching. This was supposed to be at 7, but I ended up going out somewhere, and it would have been a bit of a tight squeeze to get back in time, so I give myself an extra hour. I did give myself an extra hour and 15 and rescheduled it to 8:15 on YouTube, but I got back at about 10 to 7, so I thought, I can crack on at 8. But anyway, Cham, good evening to you, and Crazy Canuck, good to see you too. So I had a bit of a break last week, yeah. Had a bit of a breather, so it was my first full week back at work, so I thought to myself, I just will just take it easy outside of work, just not do too much, just in case, you know. Doing a full week's worth of work is going to give me a bit of a shock to the system. Thankfully it didn't, and I'm here again. I'm here this fine Monday to do it all again, another full week. But tomorrow is buffet day. We usually have a buffet once every sort of quarter. People bring in different food, obviously just like a fuddle, it might be called in some parts. But anyway, so that's tomorrow. And cheesecake. There's a lady colleague of mine. Well, she used to work in the same team. She works in a slightly different team now, but she still sits with, in the same place. She makes the meanest, and I mean the meanest, cheesecake you've ever tasted in your life. They're absolutely, oh my god. I'm quite finicky with my cheesecakes. I don't like a lot of the shop bought horrible things. The only ones that I can eat that are shop bought are the goo ones, goo, however you pronounce the damn thing. My brother's girlfriends and this lady's at work. They're the only cheesecakes that I'll eat. So yeah, tomorrow she did say she's bringing in the cheesecake, because for the last buffet she didn't bring it in. She changed and bought something else, and I was horrified and said, do you mind? Next time there's a buffet, can you bring the cheesecake? If you want to bring something else as well, please do, but please, the cheesecake is a necessity. Because there's always half of it left. Nobody eats it all. And then it has to sit in the fridge, and it can only stay in the fridge for a couple of days, and then I'm like, well... So tomorrow, I'm going to take all of it. I'm going to give everybody last orders by the time I leave at 2 o'clock. Is everybody else having them with cheesecake? No? Cheesecake? No? Right, but it's coming with me then. Just so you were aware, because it's delicious. And I'm going to take it to my friend's house, and we're going to devour it, and then I'm going to go and play football. That's tomorrow's plan, Jam. Because rest of the week and all that. Weekend first was good. It was a relaxing one, didn't get up to too much. Watched the Formula 1, which is really bizarre because I've only watched about 3 races this season, because I've got other things to do, like horse racing and stuff. And the one race out of the handful that I've decided to watch was the most dull, because it's Monaco. So why on earth I chose to watch it is beyond me, but I did. I didn't watch it exclusively. It was on this screen whilst I was tinkering around with this screen, because to watch that exclusively is like watching paint dry. Who's at the door? That's me mother messing about. Look, the joys of Ring doorbell cameras. So yeah, but the upshot is, and I think I mentioned this last season, I'm not jumping on a bandwagon here, but I did mention, because I'm sure I was asked, but Kimi Antonelli is going to be the driver that takes the reins over from Hamilton when he retires, in terms of getting my full support, because, there was something about the little fella. Hamilton, liked him and all that kind of stuff, and he, they get on very well. You can see they're very close. Almost like a mentor to him. So yeah, last season, and he was going through a torrid time, if you remember last season. I was like, nope. Give him a chance. He's 18, for God's sake. At 18, what was I doing? I was playing snooker in snooker tournaments in the snooker hall and stocking a market stall, He's driving a Formula 1 car at 200 miles an hour. Give him a break. Anyway, he's come good, and Hamilton's still here, so I'll doff my cap to you. And it's very rare that I would happily, watch another driver win a race. But you know what? Yesterday, as much as I wanted Hamilton to get the better start on the red flag restart, because that would have been game over. No matter how fast your Mercedes is, you ain't getting past. It's Monaco. So that restart, the second restart, was so vital, but he managed to stay ahead, which is, all that pressure. He could have got his start horribly wrong, couldn't he? Nope, calm as a cucumber. Boom, off he went, and shot off into the distance. So 5 wins on the spin, and now this is also why I'm quite happy about this. We're just talking Formula 1 news if you're just joining us here. And you're going to get 15 minutes of flim flam, and then we're going to start playing the game. Because I'm finishing at 10. I've got a couple of things to do. I'm up early in the morning tomorrow. What is cheese? Hello there. We'll get to that bit. But yeah, basically we have an AI version of Bielsa who has set the tactic up that we're playing with, and he picks the team, and he also does tactical tweaks and changes based on the opponent and based on what's happening in the match, because I feed in to the AI brain that is Bielsa AI to be accurate. Will then decide based on all the stats that I feed in. So I feed in the scouting reports, I feed in the match stats as we're going on, and at the end of the matches as well. So that's how we work it. What is that noise? Oh, it's a hairdryer. My nephew must be going out somewhere, drying his hair. Right, anyway, so that's how it works. If you're interested in that, just hang fire. I'm just going to ramble on for another 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to start playing. You see, XCOM Enemy Unknown is another game that it would work very well with AI, I feel. I can feel that would work very well indeed. How does it work in signing players? Is there a way to send the databases updates live? So the signing of the players for this season, I have signed them because I was doing this as a private playthrough initially, and then I kind of switched into this method. So I'd already done the signings, but basically, when we do if we do any future signings, you never know. I'm still touting a second season with this yet. You can feed the scout reports, the attributes of the players into the AI brain, and it will select the player that it wants, basically. It actually worked. I think we did one signing live on camera, and he picked this guy. He picked this guy. Where is he gone? Young. Where is he? You look young. We bought him mid-season, didn't we, on a stream? I'm sure we did. Yeah, we picked this one up. So yeah, he selected him. It's taking over. So there you go. But yes, if we do carry on for a second season, still thinking. Yeah, we'll be letting Biels AI pick the transfers. So basically, we'll do. Also, what happens is he sets the filters. So he'll pick the stats and the filters that he wants. Then I'll put that into the scouting screen, and then it'll come back with players, and then I'll get a scouting report of the players, and then the ones that are either A, realistic in terms of cost because we're very poor, and B, in terms of the ABC rating system. You'll get maybe 3 or 4, and then you give them 3 or 4 to BLCI. He'll analyse the stats that you give him, and he'll pick one which he wants. So that's how it would work. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's been quite fun. It's been quite fun. Last session I did demonstrate, however, it's probably got some flaws, is that obviously, I can predict pretty much what the team is going to select and the tactics he wants, because it's quite samey. But, why fix what isn't broken? In terms of the latest games, we've actually picked up a bit of form, so why would you change it if it's working, I suppose? But anyway, yes, so we'll get into that very shortly. But I'll just finishing off talking about the F1 and Kimi, and yes, 5 in a row. He's this is another reason why I quite that I'm in the Kimi camp, because Hamilton finishing second normally for me is a I'd be frustrated, but no, Kimi won. We'll give it to you. I'll let you win because I like you and I'm going to support you very soon. I kind of support you now, really, because if Hamilton ain't winning, I want you to win now. You're second choice at the minute, but you'll be first choice when he retires. But the other reason why I'm rooting for Kimi is because I can't stand George Russell. So seeing him, who, when Hamilton left, team leader now, new team leader, and he started off in Williams, and when he came to Mercedes went rubbish. The zero side pod concept, remember that car crash? And there's a couple of seasons he had with Hamilton, or 3 seasons. Was it 2 or 3? 3. I could have had two championships if I'd have had equal machinery when Mercedes were at their peak. Well, no, he wouldn't, mate, because Hamilton would have been in his peak and all, pal. But anyway, and it's just I just don't like him, honestly. And he's waited all this time, and he's got a championship winning car finally, and the young upstart that's come in the doors last season that absolutely was useless. He wasn't useless, but he had a big horrendous run at one point, didn't he? In that European section, he was just so on a low ebb. Bless him, he was in tears after one race. And now this. Can you imagine what's going through his head? Can you imagine the turmoil? He's cracking already. He threw his steering wheel out in Canada in his temper. And did you see his interviews after Monaco? I'm telling you, he's cracking already. And it's not really. You shouldn't laugh. It's awful, really. Imagine being in his shoes, I suppose. But because I don't like him, it's hilarious. But anyway, there you go. There's your flim flam. Won the first race. The championship's mine. Mercedes were dominant. And then all of a sudden, the next day, and Senna woke up. Because, he's fast. This kid is quick. And he does look like him a little bit as well, doesn't he? He does look a little bit like Senna. You look at Senna when he was younger. Quite very similar. Malachite, good evening to you. Right, so there's your flim flam. I'm keeping it short. I've got nothing else to tell you other than I'll bore you with health talk and then for all of 2 minutes. But basically, I'm feeling much better now. But I am left with still the lower abdomen issues. Not to the extent where I was getting the pain last week, was it? I was getting the pain. I've now developed a new issue, and the new issue is IBS. So I eat food at the minute. This started from yesterday. I eat food, and then after I've eaten food, about half an hour to an hour later, I get terrible pain in my lower left side, which is a build-up of gas. And then in comes Uncle Mozilla when I'm talking about this. Uncanny. But yeah, so IBS is a likely issue right now for me. Happy days. You're in London? Oh, wow. Well, welcome to the UK. Wow. And yes, time zones. We're in the same time zone. My goodness me. Is it your first time over here? Oh, you did? Oh, if you do swing by Yorkshire, you might have to reach out to me. I might have to, if I'm not doing anything, come and have a coffee with you, mate. It'd be good to see you. So yes, feel free. Anyway, let's crack on with the game. I'll feed in any other flim-flam that I can think of as and when. But yeah, I'm just going through a little bit of So I've been prescribed medication to add to the ever-growing list. I'm now going to be taking 6 pills a day for the next month, and then it'll go down to whatever it goes down to, probably 4. Oh my God. This is what happens to you. You get to a certain age. It's temporary. I'm hoping to get down in 2 or 3 months' time. I'm hoping to be back down to just 1 pill, which is my blood thinner, which I can't stop. But anyway, in other positive news, I got my bag of clothes out for my holidays, because I'm going on holiday in precisely 1 month's time. Not that I'm counting it down. Right, it's cups. It's cup time. It's cup time. We're diving in. We're diving in. I have cleared the decks and we are ready to start. So, yes. Boreham Wood at home, FA Trophy quarterfinals. Ordinarily, I'm like, and I have been like, oh, it's a rubbish trophy. Let's just put a complete second team out. We did that and beat Kidderminster 3-0 with a complete second team. So it was quite impressive. Now, quarterfinals, you get to the quarterfinals of a tournament, and then you kind of think to yourself, well, we could win this. There's no reason why we can't win this now. It's just 3 more matches, and this one's at home, so, you know, at that point, there's only 2 more to win, and, you know, we're one of the top 6 sides. Arguably, I think, given our form and how things are clicking right now, I'd put us as a top 2 side, really. Maybe top 3, to be generous. But genuinely speaking, if you look at how we've performed against the sides above us, we beat Fylde 1-0, we battered Chesterfield but just didn't score. Southend, not South, I keep getting them confused with a good time, they're not, are they? They're not a good sign. Ebbsfleet was a man sent off, so we played the game with 10 men. Otherwise that'd have been a victory because we were battering them before that happened. So, I mean, ultimately, I'd say, yeah, we're performing like probably one of the top 3, to be generous, sides in the league right now, so why wouldn't we have a good chance of winning the trophy? Road trip around the UK, including Scotland as well. Nice. Well, I hope the weather complies. It's not the best weather that we've got at the minute, but it has been dry at least. Kinda, because it did rain earlier. If you'd have come 2 weeks earlier, you'd have got us at 32 degrees. You know, you'd have thought, well, I've just come from, what's this UK talking about? Everybody moans it's cold over here. It's 32 degrees. What's wrong with you people? Yeah, but likewise, if you do swing by Yorkshire, the offer's there. If you can, you know, if you've got time in your busy road trip schedule, you know, we can always meet up, you know, in Betty's Tea Rooms at Harrogate. Treat to an afternoon tea, why not? Bit of Earl Grey. Right, come on then, let's get this show on the road. So Boreham Wood is up next. We're going to let Biels AI pick the team, and we're going to actually feed in some information. Boreham Wood FA Trophy quarter-final with, I'm going to give him the, actually I'll do it now, I'm going to give him the full schedule of fixtures that are left, and let him decide how he wants to manage team fatigue and all that kind of jazz. Fixtures until the end of the season. Next up, Boreham Wood in the FA Trophy. A balancing act between a potential trophy and promotion. I mean, are we going to get promoted? Not really. We're going to finish top, are we? To be quite frank, let's be honest here. Where's the league table? We could get to 72 points from 67. I think we could close that gap if we had a really, really, really good strong run at the end of the season. That's probably too far. But pushing up the table gives you a better draw of the playoffs. So promotion, technically speaking, yeah. And injuries, of course. Always a risk playing your strong players in a trophy you don't want to win, or you're not bothered about. Oh, you just broke your ankle. Oh, you're out for the rest of the season. Not good. If it happens to somebody that's really important, like Batty, for example, our central linchpin in that midfield, he's having a think. Oh, I forgot to do this. I was supposed to do this, I think, off camera before the next session, is to start a new chat, because this chat's slowing down. Right, Bielsa studies the fixture list in silence for a while. He then taps the 2 matches after Boreham Wood. What was after? I can't remember now. Solihull away. Oh, they're top of the table. Oh, it's good that he switched on, isn't it? And who else? Rochdale at home. Oh yeah, and they're 7th. That's a playoff clash. Oh, he wants to protect for those games probably. This is absolutely a balancing act now. The FA Trophy is tempting, quarter-final, real chance of silverware, but the promotion push is the priority. We've just beaten Fylde and moved into a serious position. We cannot let a cup run drain the legs before Solihull away and Rochdale at home. The priority order, for me, promotion playoffs, Keep momentum, confidence. FA Trophy if we can compete without damaging 1 and 2. Okay. Second team it is. The players I'd strongly consider resting or limiting. Akinyemi, Burgess, Amos. So basically all the key players. Forget AI, win everything. No, AI's been clever. I mean, you know, these are big matches. And we're on a run. And, yeah. We could still win the cup. We could still win the cup with our second string. Anyway, did we give the match stats for Boreham Wood? Did we give the not the match stats, the scouting report? Did we? I can't remember. Let's give it now. Oh no, scouting. There you go. Let's feed the beast with the scouting goodness. Use a controlled version. The positive, the counter off. Is that the version? Yes, it's the same version. It's the same version. Match plan, right? So we'll give the stats and then we'll ask him to pick the team. Okay, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's picking a complete second string, which is not unwise. That's on teamwork. That's on technique. There you go. Let's pop that in there like that. Scouting report for Boreham Wood. Okay, let's let him think whilst we advance the time. Okay, we've advanced the time, Biels. You better think fast. Anyway, tactic remaining exactly the same. Let's see. We've got everybody available apart from Hancock's actually, so we're fully injury free. Pretty much, which is nice compared to my Leeds United save. Where now I've read this before and I refuse to believe it because I like to think of this as like a simulation, like a role play. So if there's any kind of game shenanigans going on, I don't want to kind of be one of these people that I know when this is going to happen because I've seen it before hundreds of thousands of times. It's all in the code, kind of, because it just ruins the game, doesn't it? But I was watching a playthrough of somebody who was like, "Oh, they always do this to you. If you're overperforming, they'll injure all these kind of players all on the same wing, and they'll injure all these players, and things will happen that'll just scupper you. It's just bizarre." And so with Leeds, got off to a really good start. I think I mentioned it last stream. I like 1-6, lost 2. I think we were on top of the table at one point. Now Man City have just gone on a massive run, and we're now slipped down to 4th after 10 games. But obviously after a good start, and then what proceeded to happen in the course of about 2 weeks, both my wingers got injured on both sides, then both defenders on one side, and my star attacking midfielder who ripped the league apart in the Championship and is doing very well in the Premier League too, Carboni from Man City. And it's like, yeah, both wings. I for the first time in my Football Manager history, I actually had to change my formation because I didn't have enough players to play the formation that I wanted to play. I like to play a narrow formation with 3 central midfielders, no wingers, and 2 strikers instead of 1. So I had to completely create a tactic on the fly for a narrow formation because we had no wingers left. Anyway, sorry about that. Biels is finished now. So Biels looks at the report and the fixture list again. They're not weak, they're different. Strong body, uncertain mind. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Absolute brutal it can be, this game to you. Boreham Wood are awkward. They're 14th, but they have enough physicality. Blah blah blah. This is a cup game, don't forget, Biels. I would rotate, but not throw the game. So, suggested 11, Watson. I was going to say, I'm going to put Titus Kenworthy in. I mean, he got injured and then got relegated to second keeper, even though he's a better keeper. Bielsa is as stubborn as the real Bielsa with some things. Right, Clark on the right, out of position, but hey. Howe and Crooks. That's full rotation, isn't it? We're resting both centre-backs. Duckworth on the right, that's not Fallowfield, that's another full row. This is actually full rotation. Oh, I'm getting these the wrong way around, aren't I? Sorry about that. There you go. Woodyard in the middle of the pitch in Batty's role. Young is going to play. Dyson is going to play. These are first teamers, but we're not throwing it, are we? Kennedy, Barnes or Saziba? Barnes or Saziba? Well, Saziba's first choice player, so why don't we just go full rotation and have done with it? And then Davies up front. I think Akinyemi actually came back in, didn't he, at one point? For the bench. Yeah, he says keep Saziba as a bench option, which I have done. How to beat them. Bench plan. Akinyemi. Burgess. Amos. Fallowfield. This is a very strange bench, but hey, we'll roll with it. And then Batty or Saziba. Well, we've got... Why? I don't think we need two wingers here. I'd rather do Batty and Saziba, if I'm being honest. Burgess can play on the right though, I suppose. So we'll go with what he asks. Why I keep wanting to override him, but this is his show. This is his show. Opposition instructions. This is the only thing I don't do with him because you've got to save some time. We'll be here all night if you leave everything to chance. But usually tight marking the strikers and closing down the wide players is the kind of vibe he usually goes for. Usually goes for when I have asked him in the past. Right, there you go. Let's take a look at this. So this is the team, completely rotated side with two first teamers here. The rest are pretty much not. Let's bring it on. Boreham Wood, FA Trophy quarter-final at the Community Stadium. A chance for York to get into the semi-finals of the FA Trophy, a cup which they have not paid much heed to recently. From the beginning, really. But here they find themselves in the quarterfinals. Could they make it all the way in a cup they're not even bothered about? It's another FM thing. You tend to do well in the cups, I find. Right, we're off. We are off, and Boreham Wood are playing in a horrible grey kit. If you were playing in that kit, that's your home, that's your away kit. I was going to say that's hideous. Did Manchester United play in a grey kit once, and they played one game in it. They were 3-0 down at half time, and Sir Alex Ferguson binned it there and then, and they blamed it on the fact that the players couldn't see the kit against the dullness of the sky or whatever. So it was something like that. Trust me. Google it. It's honest truth. But what a finish! What a finish! Barnes, I would like to suggest that might have been his weaker foot, but he usually plays on the left, doesn't he? I don't know. The way he hit that was not a weaker foot. That was no weak foot there, my friends. It's a first-time effort. Keeper, not a chance. Not a chance. He cups his hand to the crowd, and York find themselves 1-0 up. Already. Souza in that horrible grey kit. We can't lose to a team that wears a kit like that, trust me. Oh my God, that was a strange happenstance. That would have been a freak goal. I have never, ever, ever seen a goal like that in Football Manager, so that would have been a first. Right, there you go, we're off. The match stats, what they're saying. They're saying that, it's a free kick. Free kick highlights are always dangerous. Always dangerous. Right, how are we looking? Match momentum. I like the match momentum bars. I never used to put them on, but they give a good indication of how things are going. In addition to the stats, to create the full picture of what you need to assess whether you're being battered. You can usually tell, because you haven't got a single highlight, usually. Young, that's a poor touch, but somehow the defender misses it and they have to head it out wide, only as far as Kennedy, who cuts it into Clark. One touch football again, and Young with an effort there. Slightly high and wide. I don't think the keeper was overly concerned about it. Corner here. Duckworth. Takes the corner. Howe, looking at the near post, didn't really move much, did he? Didn't move as much as I would like to see you move and attack that ball in the air there, Howe. Do you think you're playing at, Sonny Jim? Did you not get the memo about our corner routines? Corner to Boreham Wood. It's Souza. Cleared away. Oh, nice Artem for a free kick. Oh, he hits the top of the wall and deflects over for a corner. Duckworth again. Let's see what Howe does. How is he going to make an effort this time? Oh, he jumps this time. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Right, Kennedy. Howe. Who's recycling the ball now? Now get yourself back in defence. What the hell do you think you're doing? Ball over the top there. Chipped in. Hit and hope, really, more than anything. But the score remains 1-0. And I'd say we're probably edging the game slightly here. Woodyard into oh, that's some great football. He's not offside. There was plenty of players playing him on, I saw, so I would have celebrated that goal without waiting for the is it offside conversation you have. Or every time a goal is scored in this game, everybody must have that same thought. You score it and it's never elation straight away. It's always, is it offside? It's always the first question you ask, because it happens far too often. You score and it's offside. It's like, oh, for God's sake. Right. Oh, highlights are coming thick and fast here. Oh, that's a great goal. That's a great goal by Duckworth. Absolutely fantastic. Narrow angle. Was it from a corner? It was. So he takes the corner, headed out, Barnes picks it up, puts it back into Duckworth. He thinks he's going to put a square ball in. No, he cuts inside, back onto his left, and from that narrow angle, beats the keeper and the defender, and he puts it's 2-0. It's 2-0 here. Second string York putting Boreham Wood to the sword. Don't concede before. What a save by Watson there. What a save. Assistant manager was heard by some snoop to be criticising Watson for before this match. And look at him justify why the main man, the manager, sticks with him. Biels knows more than me. Duckworth, that's a poor ball. He should have just had another shot. How? Young, another ball over the top, and it's is that on? That's onside. The referee's already pointed to the centre spot, and look at that, and a fantastic goal. York vanishing without a trace. How? He plays the ball forward to Young, who takes a touch, puts the ball over the top. Kennedy unmarked at the. Well, near enough the back post there. Unmarked on the far left-hand side there. And he just slots it home calm as you like. 3-0. 3-0. And York are dominant here. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for from a quarter-final of a trophy that you're playing a complete second string in? Let's take a look at the match stats. We'll analyse it as Biels AI analyses it. He's taught me how to analyse things, he has. Telling you, it's a great learning tool. Let's do it. Right, let's. I won't swear then. Time score 3-0 at half time. We've played brilliantly. I do say so myself. Okay, so the match stats, they say something like this: 12 shots to 4, 5 on target to 2, 0.4 for XG. So they've had a couple of little niggly bits, a couple of decent semi-chances there. Half chances, you might say. XG, it's firmly in our favour. We've hit the woodwork, clear-cut chance, scored 3, got the lion's share of the possession. Corner count's pretty even. Passes completed, better passing than them. Cross completion, we've had 15 to their 6, so obviously territorially, final third passes, progressive passes. They've had quite a few, they're a bit more direct perhaps. A bit more of a direct style. We've got much more final third, so we've got the territory. They're going direct by the looks of it. And with their directness, they've had a couple of half chances. So ultimately, I'd say that would be my analysis of it. Let's see what a BLCI thinks. Okay, so he's happy that we have protected the league legs and played with the same identity. This is a Dream Cup quarter-final half. I said that, didn't I? The rotated players have delivered. Duckworth, 7.7 and a goal. Kennedy, 7.5 and a goal. Barnes, 7.6 and a goal. Young, assist and key passing. Woodyard, doing the holding job nicely. Dyson, again useful. His squad value is rising. Yeah, they're 14th. They're in the same league. Tactical lesson. This proves a controlled, narrower system is no longer dependent on just the first 11. The structure is now carrying the squad. Same passing, same pressing shape, same central threat, same fullback support, less chaos and less emotional football. Huge for the final stretch. Protect the league game. Go balanced. Go balanced. Let's take the sting out. Let's take the drama out. You're doing brilliantly. Keep going. Let's take the drama out. Take the sting out of the match. No counter. Nope, that's fine. Keep everything else as it is. Substitute priorities. So Barnes off. He's important. So we'll take Barnes off for Burgess, perhaps. Young off. Take Young off for Batty, maybe. And any sort of full-back or centre-back that looks like they're fading. Although the centre-backs and the full-backs are both... all four of them are rotation, so they could play the whole game for me, pretty much, to be honest. Right, 3-0. So we're going to go standard, balanced. No changes just yet. Couple of tweaks, probably about 60 minutes. 55, 60 minutes, he says. We'll go 60, maybe even 65. We'll push it. And change a couple, and then keep one in reserve in case there's an injury or something. Right, Davies. This is a kickoff highlight. I refuse to commentate because it'll come to nothing usually. They do come into. They do. Goals do happen from kickoff highlights. Not that irregularly. Kennedy, Young with that looked like a P-roll shot there. What happened? Mishit it perhaps. Looking forward to the World Cup. Not really, no. I don't even know how much of this World Cup I'm going to watch. Maybe when it starts, I'll probably get into the swing of it. But this is the least excited I've been about a World Cup, and I don't know whether it's just a getting older thing, whether it's me just not really watching too much football anymore thing. There is something about international football, though. There is something about international football and World Cup football. So I think I'll get into the swing of it when it starts, to be honest with you. And plus, when I'm in Gran Canaria for a week, the World Cup's going to be on, so it'll be all over the TVs in the bars and stuff. So why wouldn't you grab yourself a cold one on your all-inclusive package, another Bacardi Coke, please, and sit and watch the football by the pool? Why wouldn't you do that? I'll be doing that quite a lot, I think. And normally when I go on these kind of holidays, all-inclusive, and especially when I go with my mother, not my mates, I don't really drink that much. I'll have 2 in an evening, and that's about it. Now, you know, IBS and reflux willing, because I'm in recuperation mode, I can already tell you now that when I land and get to the hotel and get my feet, you know, up on that flipping deck chair, there's going to be a lot of daytime drinking going on. That rum is going to be flowing like nobody's business on this holiday, because it's a 7-day holiday. When you've got 10 days or 2 weeks, you almost think to yourself, well, I can space it out. I've got 2 weeks. You don't have to drink like a fish straight away, you know. I'm here for 7 days, 7 nights, and the first night I land at 8 in the evening. That's not a night, is it? That's a land, have a quick bite to eat, and you're in bed, and then you start your holiday. You lose a night. So I've got 6 nights, 7 days. So I need to hit the ground running. This is my recuperation. Liver be damned. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a few drinks whilst watching the football. So yeah, I think it'll be the knockout games by that point, which is cool because that's when it gets a bit spicy. Penalties, extra times, all that kind of stuff. Right, what was I doing? I was doing something. Barnes. I was saving your legs, Barnes, my old boy, old chappy, and giving you run out and doing that perhaps. I'll do it that way around because Batty's better in defensive midfielder. We'll put him where he controls things, stabilises. It's 3-0. Let's just rein it in a touch. Strengthen that centre of the park. That pivot of 3 that we rely on so heavily to control it. When that pivot of 3 is working well, we perform well. When that pivot of 3 is getting bypassed, isn't holding up, the whole structure of the formation collapses. And that is a fact. That front pivot 3 is the key to this formation. Get that right next season, with another few signings as well on top, with this formation that's now been established as a successful formation and is working very well. And we could be a force to be reckoned with next year. If we'd have been playing the football that we're playing over the past 2 months from the start of the season, well, we'd be a lot closer to the top than we are now, let's put it that way. But this is what happens, we create, we BLCI created the formation, and with the feeding in of the results that were coming in and the assessing of the stats and stuff, we've tweaked it, tweaked, changed, chopped, boom, and landed on this, and bang, I think we've cracked it. I will do one more perhaps at the end of the season, if we're going to go into a new season, do one last audit on the tactic to see whether or not we want to make any final tweaks to lock in a final base to take into next season. Twice. But that'll be the tactic that we use all next season, pretty much. I'm already talking like it's happening, aren't I? So I can't leave things unfinished. If we don't get promoted, I'm like, no, that's not going to sit right with me. Give it another shot, because I think we can get there with some key signings and this formation from the beginning. But anyway, there you go. York 3, Boreham Wood 0. They haven't had a sniff. They had 2 halves where they did a little bit, but ultimately they didn't really trouble us too much. The chances that they did have weren't really even showed us highlights, so they can't have been that grand. So ultimately, a solid performance by a rotated side. And we did kill the game. I could have taken the sting out by taking the tempo down and putting time wasted on and all that kind of jazz to save the legs even further, but I was too busy thinking about next season. Right, there you go. Happy with that. Confidence into the next game, because that next game, as Biels AI pointed out and it escaped my gaze, there's the fixture list. Just do with it what you will. You do realise we're playing top next, don't you, away? Oh, are we? Oh, thanks for that. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? What kind of assistant are you? You're supposed to be telling me. Right. ChatGPT has got the feature now, because it never used to have this feature. It was the Gemini feature initially, I think, where it talks to you. So you can talk to it and it talks to you. Two-way conversation. I'm just thinking how this would work in this setup. There's too much text, unfortunately, for it to read. It would read all of this out. Actually, no, I don't think it would. I think it would be clever enough to know that it's going to talk it out, so it would maybe make it more succinct. I don't know. I might try this. Could be something I bring into next season. Give BLCI a voice, We could have conversation on microphone, It could be an interesting concept, wouldn't it? Bloody hell, like the Twilight Zone, wouldn't it? Twilight Zone, trust me, this is the kind of stuff Back to the Future would have been in the film. It's happening in real life. Right, anyway, we get some cash, we get some moolah. That's another reason why I think we could do really well next season, because the finances, we got all that lucrative prize money from the FA Cup run that we were on. They nerfed that, didn't they? The only thing I can think of is they nerfed it, because in previous renditions of Football Manager, when you got an away fixture against a Premier League club, you'd have like 1.5 million in the bank. The next, you used to get loads of cash. And I know they nerfed this because this was a little bit of a cheat, really. But you could arrange like a friendly tournament and make like £1 million in pre-season from it as well. And they nerfed that massively. So yeah, I'm thinking the FA Cup prize money is a bit nerfed, because I'm sure, because we played Aston Villa and they're not like a small fry Premier League side. We should have been rolling in cash. But we're rolling in enough cash to actually have a decent transfer budget next season and give it a good pop, I think. Give it a good pop. to push to see if we could do it. Oh, I've noticed that the training hasn't been done for this month. So I use a plug and play training. Actually, I could ask Biels to create a training schedule, but it always cocks up the training. It always suggests sessions that aren't in the game. It's very strange. I don't know why. So I abandoned that idea. Right. Some things you just got to do to save some time, you know. It's a balancing act. Rests there. That's all fine. Everything's done there. There you go. Right. This is. I always say it, but do you know how much I can't stand these press conferences? But yeah, I always do them when I'm playing off camera because I feel like I need to do them. Why? Just do that. It's so much better. I don't want to talk to the press. You know, I don't like press. I don't like reporters. We know this from games gone by. Why would I talk to them off camera, for God's sake? Just hire a manager that's good at talking, an assistant rather. That can say the right things. Right, FA Trophy semi-final draw. Is it 2 legs? Is it 1 leg? I don't think it's a 2-legged affair. Chesterfield are still in it, so Yeovil and Maidenhead. Well, these are even in the bloody Vanarama South, National League South. We'll take them, please, at home if you don't mind. Maidenhead also. Chesterfield. We'll take it. It could have been worse. It could have been Chesterfield away. They're bottom. They're rock bottom. Actually, I didn't see that before. Okay, we'll take that. I mean, I would have preferred Yeovil at home just to make sure, but it's fine. It's fine. Because Maidenhead might have beaten Chesterfield. Yeovil ain't beating Chesterfield, are they? Let's be frank here. So if we win this, it's Chesterfield-York final, which actually, are we the top 2 performing sides in the league at the minute? Well, I think Chesterfield were in a bad run of form, if I'm being honest with you. I think they were on a bad run of form. Yeah, not the greatest. They slipped down to 3rd. Best team on paper, not performing very well, and we're performing all right. We're not too bad. Joint top. Yeah, joint top in the form table. Joint top in the form. Right, we've got Maidenhead away, and that means that the York Gateshead game needs to be rearranged, and the training schedules need to be rearranged too. Because why? Because we've got an FA Trophy, not cup, semi-final to attend. Oh, silverware. Could it be in the air? It could be. It could be. What's this? Oh, for God's sake. It's training malarkey. You can set your assistant to do training as well, actually. The whole of training if you want. I don't think training makes a massive difference in the game. I don't think it has a massive effect. It's the consensus. General consensus. You can just go with the AI doing it and you'll be fine. Unless you were trying to get something really specific out of a player, I suppose, but otherwise you can't go wrong with just the AI doing it, really. Vanarama, Solihull Moors, the board and the fans are expecting defeat, which is perfect because there's no expectations, is there? So hopefully we'll surprise you all with a sterling performance. My fear is it's away. Solihull's at home, I'd say we've got a chance. Solihull Moors away, and Solihull Moors beat us at our ground, I seem to recall, from memory. So that doesn't bode well, does it? Right, let's get the scouting report. Let's see if BLCI can pull off a masterstroke here. If we can win this match, that would be quite something, because this is not easy. Could be one of our toughest games of the season. In addition to Chesterfield away. Right, which we got beat 3-0, don't forget. So, if you can see the scouting report, please shout out now. There it is. I've got you. Top of the table versus a team in form and fighting for a playoff spot. Who will come out on top? As the music gets dramatic for that answer. Find out next on Soccer Saturday. Right, there we go. There we're off with this. Right. Solihull Moors scouting report. Let's do this. Let's see what he's picking. You ain't picking this starting lineup, are you? I can help you out. Brennan's coming in. Fallowfield will be playing. Burgess will be playing. No, not Burgess. Is it Dyson or is it Burgess? I can't remember. Who's the first team? You'll be coming in. Akinyemi, probably. Saziba's coming in, obviously. Barnes, Kennedy. Clark, no. Where's Amos? Danny, there you go. Oh, Danny boy. The pipes. Right, Biels takes a look at the Solihull report and immediately closes the cup folder. This is the league leader. This is not a match for emotion. This is a match for control, courage and precision. They're physically strong, aerial dominant, brave, determined, good positioning, good markers, good at long throws. But they do have weaknesses: poor pace, acceleration and agility and crossing. So use wide play with precision but not volume. Strongest available, still positive though. Positive. Doesn't want to start with passing to space on, that's fine. It's off now anyway. Counter press on, that's fine. All the rest is fine. Hello, Nimbus Crusader, how you doing? Good to see you. Right, Watson's in goal. Fallowfield, Brennan and Crooks. Smith. There you go. Amos, Young and Burgess. Oh, it was Burgess' the first team version. So Zeba and Barnes. There you go. That's just the Barnes. Akinyemi starts. Main box threat. Solihull's keeper is weak in one-on-ones. And plus their conceded crosses give him real value because obviously he's taller than Davies. Brennan starts. Saziba stays on support duty. Burgess stays on Mazzala. Okay, because he was an attack at one point, isn't it? And we dropped him back to support because we were struggling on the right-hand side, I think, at one point. And we've never put him back onto attack again. So this is how the formation just kind of has developed with little tweaks over time. It's really interesting, actually. Low crosses and cutbacks is what we want. Through balls maybe later, so we could add pass into space a bit later if necessary. Press the keeper, because he has some weaknesses. Keep the ball on the floor. Crookshow Clark. Burgess, Davis. I think we want Chadwick on, don't we? Or wasn't Chadwick like moaning about being given game time? I seem to recall. We've not given him much game time since then, have we? He's one that's going to be leaving next season anyway. Balls to him. Right. We'll consider the stats and stuff as the game progresses, depending on what we're doing. But tight mark you, close you down, and close you down, because you are a liability. Oh, it's a back three as well. This is going to be a tough one to score in. They're going to be, mind you, they are at home, so... interesting. So there's our team, my friends. First team, or a Biels AI version of a first team. My first team will look very different to this, funnily enough. Not, that's a lie, very different, it's a bit extreme. But it wouldn't look quite like this if I had my way. But it's not my way, is it? It's not my way at all. Let's get this game going. Let's do it. This is a big one. Nobody expects us to win, so if we don't, you can't really be too upset, can you? But secretly, you can, because we aim high. We're in good form. We did well against Chesterfield. There's no reason why we can't perform well against Solihull Moors. Look at this guy. He looks like something out of Game of Thrones. Look at this guy. He looks like... what does he look like? Right, here we go. Sometimes I like to just leave the build up. The league table looks a little bit like this. York, 11 points clear of Bromley, which they'll be pleased about. Gives them a bit of breathing space for that sort of playoff zone, but they are not looking down, they are looking up, because they had merely 5 points from second position, which is doable. And I got to go get my dinner, so hopefully when I come back, I'm coming back to a good score line. Get it in! Oh, God's sake, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh dear indeed. What's for dinner? Chicken thighs with a bit of Cajun spice on. Chips, is that a red card? What happened? And some spaghetti with sausages. An excellent goal. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? It bloody would be. We'll go until half time. I don't think Biels is going to go attacking straight after a goal away from home. Keep it tight and then... Oh, God damn it. It's offside, thank God. Right, we're still in this. We're still in this! It's not been one-way traffic by the looks of it. Come on. Burgess. Ooh! Burgess with a vicious shot there. Ooh, back post! Ooh, keeper had to tip it over. Oh no, it hit the top of the bar. You're just getting into a bit of good form here, a bit of a good run. Fallowfield on the right hand side. Oh, that's the third red card. I think we're going to have to change the tactic up now and take it off getting stuck in, because these guys get stuck in a bit too much for my liking. Absolutely. I could scream. I could absolutely scream. Right. I'll eat my dinner in peace. Well, well, well. What an absolute car crash. Fallowfield. Up until then, I mean, we were 1-0 down at the time, I believe. Up until then, we were the better side, to be honest. And for large portions of that game with 10 men, we were the better side. Which is another frustration, because this is another game where we were on top. Oh, well, we were losing, but we were, you know, performance-wise, and we've just shot ourselves in the foot with red cards. So the tactical tweak that we're going to employ now is we're going to remove that. No more of that, please. I can't trust any of you to be sensible. The score is ugly, the cause is clear. A horrible result, but it needs separating properly. This is not a normal 4-0. We were 1-0 down away to the league leaders with 10 men. We were competitive before the red, and after the red for a large part of it as well. Red card killed the game. Of course it did. Yeah, we've had too many matches damaged by discipline. Zebra at Barnet, Chadwick at Ebbsfleet, Fallowfield now at Solihull. Bielsa is furious. Fallowfield needs a firm warning, apparently. Clark will get his chance because obviously we've got a suspension, and that'll be a 3-game suspension as well. Dressing room response. You're all a bunch of wankers. Still at home. This is massive. What's the current situation with Rochdale at home? What's the situation in the league? They've moved above us. Right. I mean, it's still only 5. It's now 6 points. Still doable. I'm still chasing second. In my head, 5th is probably the best we can hope for. But in my head, I'm still chasing second. I don't know what the running looks like. I don't care what the running looks like. As long as we don't lose our heads, we are good enough to beat everybody that's left. I've seen enough in our performances to know that on our day we can beat anybody. Anyone can say that, couldn't they, pretty much? But no, honestly, we can beat everybody. Every name on this list. Our home games, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 home games. There's 4 away, so that's in our favour. It's good. Nice little home. Maidenhead, bottom. Good away match to have. Wealdstone, away, near the bottom. Another good one to have. Boreham Wood, we just whooped them in the cup. It was at home, but nonetheless. So our away games that are left, favourable. The home games that we've got, Rochdale, tough. Gateshead, average. Hartlepool, okay, that could be another tough one. What else we got? Halifax, oh, that's another tough one. Oldham, oh, that's another tough one. Okay, so the away games are the easy ones. The home games are tougher opponents, but we're good. We're better at home. Oh, it's an interesting run in this. A couple of playoff rivals as well. Oh, interesting running indeed. This is going to be fun. Where are we going to finish? Place your bets now. I'm saying 5th. Where are we finishing? What do you think? Right, I'm just looking at the time. It's 9:15. I've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We're going to finish this month, I think. Rochdale at home. Bielsa, help us. Help, please, Bielsa, help. Help. Create a miracle. Create a miracle. The Holy Grail. We need something. Yeah, we need players that aren't going to get sent off. That will be a good start. Okay, that's cost us what, 9 points? Rochdale scouting report. There we go. I can't see us ripping the copybook up just yet, and we're at home, so I think he'll play exactly the same team. Fallowfield will just be replaced by Clark, and that's it. That'll be the only change. Fallowfield accepts his fine. Really? If you'd have contested the fine, it'd have been a big problem. You might well have been relieved of your position for such foolishness. Training in review. Right, here we go. So I hate to be in this position where I love my food, right? But to be in a position where you're eating, you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to eat much more now. Not because I'm full, but because I don't want to be in any. I don't want any pain. I don't want any. Eat too much. Ooh, that could be bad. Any tricks up his sleeve? Don't worry, he's going to pull something out. Rabbit out of a hat here. What's he saying? Let's see. Looks to the Rochdale report, then at the Solihull result and says nothing. This is not the match after Solihull. This is not the match after Solihull. This is a match that tells us what Solihull meant. This is a huge one. Blah de blah. Laying out the weaknesses. I don't care. Just tell me what I need to do. Positive home game. Counter off. Pass into space off. No, get stuck in. You don't have to tell me twice. Clark, Brennan, Smith and Amos. Which means we better put Crooks. Is it Cordner? Cordner can play on the wing as well, on the wide left defence. So that will cover a wide angle. But a young Burgess and Zebra, Akinyemi and Barnes. How's their... Yep, looking good. Good condition. Clark at right back, Zaziba stays on support, Akinyemi starting, Burgess is still there. Right, okay. Let's do this. Let's flipping do this. Let's get this show back on the road. I'm not having this crap, alright? Team? Anyone else wants to get sent off? Trust me, you're not playing in this shirt ever again. This is too important a time for that kind of shenanigans. Don't do it. No flim-flam here. No pre-match nonsense. We're straight in as a manager. Shake hands. Crush your handshake. Come on. And we're off and running. Rochdale to start us off as Zaziba pounces on the round side. Rockets up backsides here. Springs to Young's already booked. Listen, mate. Did you not hear the pre-match team talk? Don't test me. This is where somebody comes in with 2 feet, isn't it? On 6 minutes, and where the game gets turned off. Clark on the wrong side, but he'll have to do there. Also, good one-touch football. Zaziba with an opportunity. He slots it in. Bottom corner. It's 1-0 on 6 minutes. That's what we want to see. Let's turn this community stadium into the fortress that it should be. Akinyemi puts the final ball through to Zaziba, and that's a great finish. Great finish. The keeper's going down to his near post. Zaziba puts it the other side. 1-0. We'll take that. Keep going. Oh no. That takes us up to 6th position at the minute. Because, oh, what a save! Oh, is that a double save? Oh, this is just like real life. Wasn't it York Rochdale in the playoff final? Forgot about that. Smith, Amos, Burgess, driving forward. That's an adventurous effort, Burgess. What the hell do you think you're doing? Had too much caffeine this morning. Clark, Young on this right-hand side. Oh, no. I'm going to have to sub Young off. I'm telling you, he's making me nervous. Batty doesn't score many. Could have been a collector's item there. Rochdale are performing well. York aren't dominant here. They're 1-0 up, but we're not dominant. But we do tend to finish the half strongly. I have noticed that quite often. We do push very strongly towards the end of the half, looking for a second or a third to really kill the game dead, which would be very much welcome here. 3-0 at home to Rochdale. I'll take that. Not that I'm being greedy, but it'll be nice just to be able to breathe. Sigh of relief. Saziba driving in, cutting inside from the right-hand side. He finds Batty, and that's a curling effort there by Burgess, but it was off target. Still 1-0 here, and another card. Clark this time. Makeshift right back today. Another booking to add to the damn list. Saziba. Partnership working well there. Just a bit of back and forth. Young. He's got the ability to put a nice ball over the top as Young, hasn't he? As that deep lying playmaker. And Amos on the left-hand side with a pile driver of an effort. Finds himself in plenty of space. Pretty much unmarked. And had the time to drive that home, giving the keeper next to no chance. Look at that. He overlaps from the left. His defender there, half asleep. And he's got the captain's armband on as well. Lead by example. Poor. Very poor. But we'll take it. Thanks very much for the gift. It's one of their players. Smith cycles it out to Barnes, who's cutting inside from the left. We're playing narrow. Young, back to Barnes. Where's that overlap? Doesn't need it. He's going on his own. He puts the ball into the back post. Akinyemi with a header. Flashes over. This is where York's turned the screw. We're renowned for it. Push before the end of the half. I did say I'd take 3-0. Not that I was being greedy, but I was. I'll still take it. Batty puts it in. Akinyemi with another chance with his head. I don't think I've seen you score a header, Akinyemi. Every time you've headed it, it's gone flying over. I think we need to start looking at what you're flipping training in your spare time. As we do push, we are pushing for that third goal. Don't disappoint me now. I wanted it. I just said I've not seen him score a header. Out of all the headers for him to score, that would have been the craziest, because he didn't jump. He ducked down and nodded it out from a lower angle. Well, that's a unique way to try to change your fortunes. Almost worked. At least he got it on target for a change. Young with a great through ball. Barnes with a shot blocked. Offside position there. Don't say that, Malachi. We did lose the last game, you know. 2-0. Let's give BLCI the good news here. We're playing well. We're playing well against Rochdale here. This is giving me all the confidence I need. We could, you know what? Realistic. I mean, Chesterfield will be tough if they make it, and Solihull. I mean, they're going to win it. Hopefully, get them out of the way. But I look at the teams in the playoff, and we've played most of them pretty much in this run of form since we've changed the tactic, and we've outperformed them every time. Rochdale, putting them to the sword. Chesterfield did them over. It was 0-0, but we battered them. And playoffs are 2 legs, and with our strong home showing, we're going to be a very difficult team to beat over 2 legs. So, you know, playoff-wise, I think we've got a damn good chance to do something, you know. I think, and you know, a cup run in the FA Trophy. Clearly, we're good in this kind of knockout competition scenario. 2-0 at half-time. This is where Bielsa shuts up shop, by the way. Yes, full defensive mode. What are the stats saying? Let me analyse them myself first. The stats are telling me it's a 50-50 game, apart from the fact that we're more clinical. Better XG. We are peppering them more with shots. I mean, they've had more possession, more final third passive, more progressive passes. Hit the woodwork as well. But we are the ones that are making our territory count, whereas their territory is clearly maybe a bit of sideways nonsense. He's got steel in his eyes as Bielsa looking at the half-time score. This is the answer, not words. Football. No red cards. There's the list of stats where we, you know, 10 shots to 3, blah de blah. No red cards. That's the key. Amos is working, 7.6 and a goal. Huge contribution from the left back again. He's become such an important attacking weapon in this system. Saziba. He's continued. Since he got that red card, he has been fantastic, hasn't he? And that's what Bielsa's saying. Akinyemi, He's not scored, but he's occupying them with a 7.3 rating. Burgess running the midfield, but the warning is clear. Clark and Young are booked. Clark is already covering for Fallowfield. We cannot afford another red card chapter. Don't worry, I've already told him to ease off tackles, don't worry. Move to balanced at 60 minutes, if still 2-0. Dyson for Young, protect against the card. Davies for Akinyemi, and then consider Clark at the end if necessary. Right, everything stays as it is. You're doing brilliantly. Keep going, keep pounding that pitch. Do I risk it with a third chicken thigh? I don't want to waste, you see. This Cajun seasoning, we got it from Costco. I think it's Schwartz. But it came in, it was obviously Costco don't do small, do they? It came in this hulking great big tub, about that big. But it is very nice. Oh, some scintillating football here. Beautiful. All you have to do is put it on target to round off what would have been a sumptuous manoeuvre. Right. Bryson on. Who else was coming on? Davies. I mean, he's not really said to take the sting out too much, but I will take the initiative a little bit and just take the sting out a tiny bit. Nothing too out there. But just control that game. We don't want anything silly to happen. So removing players on cards, potentially. Oh no. Don't even go there, Rochdale. Don't even do it. Get it out. Well done, Burgess. Get it out. That's it. Give it a good kick upfield. That can't be the highlight though, surely. Nothing happened. The longer these kind of highlights go on, the worse it is. Because it'd be like, how have they scored from this, from a corner? How? We're going round the houses here. After all that, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can come again. Right. Ooh, come on, team. Just that's it. Just get your stamp on things. We don't want no hopeful balls. Keep possession. Barnes, he's got the ball here. But oh, he's skinned his man. Puts it in low, and look at that. Fantastic stuff from York City here. Barnes with a great solo effort on the left-hand side. Almost like a stop-go situation. I'm sure he stopped and sped up again. Look there. See ya, boof. Puts it in low, and it's gone past two defenders, and Davies is there. Super sub to poke it in. That's 3-0. This is 3-0. This is playoff rival. Being swept aside. Swatted like those pesky gnats, midges when you're walking. When we went walking from Robin Hood's Bay to Whitby, when was it? About 3 weeks ago now, 4 weeks ago. The amount of midges, oh my God. It was horrendous. What we're doing? Why not have a laugh? There you go, we'll do it like that. Just protect and give him a rest also. As a replacement for a suspended player. Well, this has been an absolute trouncing. Rochdale will have hoped to have put up more of a fight, you would imagine. But they've been absolutely battered in the second half. The first half was good enough from York, but Rochdale was still in it. Second half, we've swung it. We've absolutely swung it, and we've battered him in the second half. Absolutely battered him. Their stats barely moved. So, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that very much. Thank you. We'll rub our little hands together. And we'll say thank you very much. 3-0, the final score. Job well done. I asked Biels to give me something special, pull something out of the hat, and did he pull something out of the hat? He bloody well did. Right, there you go. So, what do you think about that then, my friends? That was a very good performance. And we've got Maidenhead away. If we can beat them, and then 2 home games and win both of those, that could be a very good position to find yourself in going into the final month of the season. Are we picking up form just at that right moment? Maidenhead, we'll be playing them again. This is the taster. I'd rather win this one than the next one, if I'm being honest with you. Right, let's see what Biels is saying about the situation. So he's obviously giving his praise about the game. He says we are now 6th with 70 points. Rochdale are held at 68. Oldham are only 3 points ahead, and we've got them to play, don't forget. And Halifax are within reach, and we've got them to play. All of them games are 6-pointers. The top 2 are too far now. Are they? I mean, the top one is. He's 7. The top 2. He's got 7. They've got 75. We've got 70. That's not too far. What are you talking about? Get your glasses corrected. This was character. Big win, clean sheet, playoff rival beaten, and the Solihull damage repaired in the best possible way. And now let's compound that, not with catastrophe by losing to bottom of the damn table, but solidify our form and let's take a proper march towards the top of that playoff. I couldn't care less about you, Chadwick. If you want to leave, we'll bin you off at the end of the season. Simple. It's very, very, very simple. Right. Did I not start the Maidenhead scouting report? I did. I think I got distracted. Right. There you go, Mr. Biels, sir. Every time I do this, right, every time I take the screenshots to send him the screen, I always have a picture of like of myself as a PA with a clipboard, you know, running in with files under my arms and just plonking it on his desk. The scouting reports are in. Thank you. Just leave them there. Dear England, what's that? And welcome, Oliver. How you doing? Maidenhead scouting report is in. You tell Biels. You know, we'll go all roleplay on this. We'll go roleplay on his ass. Right, a week's worth of training. Get these guys whipped into shit. Oh, of course, I did say it would be 3 games, didn't I? I did say it always. I've never seen that come back and say, yep, nothing, no further action. It's always comes back, and the ban's being extended to 3 games. Just make it 3 games in the first place. Why don't you? It'd be a lot easier. Play about Gareth Southgate's period as England manager. Oh, right. Oh, interesting. I might give that a watch. Bielsa takes the Maidenhead report and then looks up the table. Maidenhead away, 24th, bottom. The danger is not their position. The danger is our assumption. Indeed it is. Another one of those classic trap games. You just smash Rochdale 3-0 after the Solihull wound, and then suddenly, poof, lose to flipping Maidenhead 2-1 or something stupid. No, not on my watch. That's what I say. Start positive. I would consider starting with pass into space here. Ah, so he's changing it up now. Interesting. We've played without passing to space for quite a while, but he wants passing to space on. Sam Sanders is injured. Who's Sam Sanders? Who are you? Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Bless her. Right. Decline, thank you. I know what needs to happen in recruitment. Do you know who you're talking to here? Me and Biels AI will get a team assembled for next season that is going to rip the Vanarama to shreds. Trust me. Trust me. We've got the tactic to do it. Biels AI has crafted that, honed that, perfected that. Now he will know what players he wants in those positions, because this team doesn't have the players in some of the positions that we want. You know, and Biels AI clearly doesn't like some of my signings, because poor old Darren Robertson has not seen a damn game for months. Who was he upset? What did he say? Did he give Bielsa a sideways glance that he took offence to or something? He's just not played for months. Perhaps I've not recalled him, to be honest. What else are we doing? Out of possession. Right, the team selection has been worn out. Robinson. I was just talking about him. He comes forward. I'm not happy. I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. Pretend you don't exist. I'm a consummate professional, me. I'm one of those people that don't answer emails because I can't be asked. This version of me in the game, I would never do that in real life. Are you gonna laugh? It's one of my biggest bugbears. Oh my god. When I email somebody and ask for something, if you don't get back to me within a reasonable timescale, which is usually the timescale I put on the email, because I always give people a timescale, because if you don't, they work to their own timescales. If I want information from you, can I have it within 2 days, please? Thank you. So if you don't respond to me, you get one opportunity to respond again, and if you don't respond again, well, it's simple, just go to your manager. And if he doesn't respond, I'll go to your manager's manager until I find somebody that will flipping do something. Okay. What's he saying? Is Fallowfield back? No, he's not. Clark, Brennan, Smith and Amos, Batty, Young and Burgess, Saziba, Akinyemi and Barnes. Everybody is fit. Everybody is healthy. Why fix what is not broken? Dive in, do your business, give them a whooping of a lifetime, and let's continue our march up the table. Thank you very much. So I watched the Michael biopic on the weekend. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think I did. That I have got a website that I use for films, and I've got a website that I use for TV shows. Two different sites. They produce, obviously, very high quality watches because, hey, there's too many streaming services out there, and if you want to watch all of them, it costs you a fortune. So I'm like, no. Anyway, my friend's got this Samsung Smart TV, so it's got the internet on it. Now, it'd be handy if I actually would invest in a Bluetooth keyboard for her so that we can do this a lot easier, and a mouse. But basically, on the internet app on the TV, you can type in website addresses. So typed in the film website address, and lo and behold, boom, it works. So we can play through the TV using the internet on the TV, movies from the site. So it's like, right, pick your movie, whatever the movie is. If we fancy watching whatever, this is the situation where you think, I've got the entire compendium of movies. I don't have to check, is it on Netflix? I don't have to check, is it on Prime? And if it's on Prime, is it free? Or do you have to pay for it? I just have to, fancy watching this now, and it's there on this site for free. So it was like, yeah. So I googled on Saturday because let's watch a movie. But what should we watch? I don't know. What's out? I said, what's out at the minute? I don't know. I've been to the cinema for years, you know. Anyway, top 5 films at the moment, and there's a Michael Jackson biopic came up, and I was like, looks interesting. Let's watch that. Anyway, watched it. I really enjoyed it. Really good. See, I really liked Michael Jackson as a child, and still do to some degree. He was a genius. He was an absolute genius. But there's always that cloud, isn't there? And, you know, not that I'm going to start getting into any sort of discussions about such things and my views necessarily. I don't like doing that sort of thing on these kind of platforms. But I just think it's a shame. A shame is maybe, it depends which side of the fence you're on, I suppose, but shame. But yeah, it is a shame what happened, and the kind of tainting and the did he, didn't he kind of saga. Yeah. If you carry on the last performance into this match, you'll do well. Very good. That didn't elicit as much as I was hoping. I should have gone for another option, maybe. Oh no, this is not the half-time team talk. This is the start of the game team talk. That's as good a green as you're going to get. But yeah, utter genius. And I thought obviously I don't know a great deal about Michael Jackson's earlier days. I'm not I wasn't like a die-hard fan that knew, everything. I just, by the time I was born, he was already a megastar, and Thriller had just come out, 83. I was born, so when did Thriller come out? 81, 82, 83? Round about that time. They don't get into that in the movie, no. It's his earlier days, it's his very early days, from Jackson 5 to being independent to releasing Thriller, and that's where it ends. Which I thought was a perfect endpoint, because that was like pinnacle. But it was really interesting. Really interesting indeed. Cham, have a good rest of the evening. Right, let's see let's not get distracted here. This is an important game, or maybe do distract me because it takes my mind off the pressure of having to beat the bottom of the table to keep your run going, because we want to climb up the table for the playoffs, so you can't drop points to the bottom of the table and continue to batter them on the momentum and not have a single highlight, can you, surely? Can you? Can you? No. Do something, will you? Score a goal, preferably. I'm not worried. We normally do this. We're good before half-time. We'll score 2. There you go, Barnes. I'm still looking at the referee. Half expected the arm to go up, but no. Burgess puts the ball through to Barnes, and Barnes with a finish. It does hit the defender, but you'll take them in which way you can get them. You can take them any which way you can get them. And we'll take that. We'll take another one if you don't mind, though, because I like to be safe and secure, and you don't like to let me down, team, do you? Because you like to continue our pattern of being really strong in the latter stages of the first half. Is our strongest period in any game, constantly. As soon as we get into that groove and that swing, bang. Oh, Zeba, what are you doing? Oh, it's a mistake! It's a post! Oh, that would have been game, set and match at 2-0. It would have been, because Maidenhead have had hardly a sniff. Look at that. Oh no, I should not have thought, no. Dare I speak too soon and put the commentator's curse on things? He's taking it down. He's got it. Duck it. Damn, man, blast station. No. Their first attack in earnest. I'm telling you, I can see this happening. Dropping points against bottom after you've just trounced your playoff rivals. Gatwick. Accommodation. Beautiful city. Just had the most awesome view of the Thames. Oh, glad you're enjoying. You're going to have a blast of a time. There's lots to see. It's really bizarre because lots of people do come to the UK, and a lot of Americans like to come over to Europe and the UK because of the whole history side of things, because obviously America's history starts whenever it started. Was it 1600s? Or was it even later than that? I don't know. My American history not very good. Whereas obviously European history, thousands of years, Roman times, you know. So a lot of Americans are quite fascinated by it all. I've learnt this from cruises, you see. But yeah, and a lot of Americans really want to, you know, come and visit the UK and go around and do exactly what you're doing. Visit Ireland, visit Scotland, and do all that kind of stuff. And as somebody that lives in the UK, you kind of think to yourself, well, why? Why would you? Because you live here, don't you? You just take it for granted, I suppose. But then when you think about, well, what is there to see in the UK? There's some fantastic stuff to see in the UK. You know, I was in the Cotswolds with my mother 2 years ago for a birthday, and there was a Canadian couple that come from Canada, and they were doing something similar to you, Uncle Mazilla. They were going around the country, and they ended up in the Cotswolds, which, if you've never heard of the Cotswolds, Uncle Mazilla, and you're doing your grand tour, add it to your list. Very beautiful place. Countryside as far as the eye can see, and you know, they stayed in the same place that we stayed in, this lovely kind of very quiet, very dark, very scary old English pub, you know, in the Cotswolds. And you know, it's a beautiful place. The castle's there. You've got Chatsworth House. I'm giving you all the spots now, Uncle Mazilla. Chatsworth House, another fabulous place to visit. You know, and then you've got, of course, Scotland, the Highlands, you've got the Dales, you've got the Peak, you've got the Lake District, you've got Cornwall, you've got the Brecon Beacons. There's lots of places to damn see in the UK, but we all want to swan off abroad. Why? Because it's expensive to be a tourist in the UK. It's cheaper to go it's cheaper for me to go to a week to Gran Canaria, all inclusive, in a 4-star plus hotel, than it would be to spend the same amount of time in the Lake District. And that is not an exaggeration. When you consider parking, eating out, blah-de-blah-de-blah, accommodation. So, we need to give a rocket up the backside. So, rockets will be lit. And Bielsa will need to see the stats because it's a shambles. Gotta get out of here. 1-1 with bottom of the table. You having a laugh? You better fix up. Fix up and look sharp, my friends, because this is an embarrassment, is all I can say. And I don't use that word lightly. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so angry. Not at this game, something that happened outside of work, outside of the stream earlier. So angry. 1-1 at half time. Yeah, I ain't playing football on Wednesday, unfortunately. This week I've got football tomorrow and football Thursday. What's Biels saying? Oh, they're saying nothing because I've already started the second half. Would he want to go attacking already? We're away from home, so I would say he was going to say exactly the same until 60 minutes, and then we'll reassess. That's exactly what he's going to say. Bielsa stares at the halftime sheet and exhales through his nose. Oh, this is the trap. We saw it, we named it, and we are still standing inside it. What can we say? York is like Elquist. There's a trap. We can see the trap. We can smell the trap. But we're still going to stand in it. Elquist and Elwyn combined. Right, what we're doing. Maybe keep positive. Keep passing to space. He wouldn't mind focusing through the middle, he says. That's an interesting change. Would you rather focus play through the middle? If available, I'd look to focus more through the middle and underlaps. What, like that? I mean... Maybe I should I clarify? That looks a bit wacky. That looks a bit too wacky for me. This is very not BLCI, but I've never seen this before. What's he doing? Akiyemi has been quiet. Give him 10 to 15 minutes, and if he still isn't affecting the match, bring on Davies, so he gets until 60 minutes. So Zeba needs more decisiveness, but we should keep him involved because he's good in that position. Barnes is our brightest attacker. Burgess, he needs to be released into the box more. Right, so Davies for Akinyemi, Dyson for Young or Burgess, and then maybe Chadwick or Kennedy out wide. Defensive warning. Next 15 minutes. Okay, I think the underlaps are just a bit too zany. Focus play through middle, we'll try that. I don't know what I'm going to ask him. Should I try... focus play through middle. Let's not surmise. This is an important run-in, and it's an important fixture. Let's be sure. Never ever assume. That's the saying, isn't it? Makes an ass out of you and me. Oh, I've got some news. I don't know why I'm saying it like it's chirpy. It's not. It's far from chirpy news. But on Friday, right? Yes, try focus play through the middle now, but treat it as a targeted correction. Add focus play through middle. Okay, so focus play through middle. Because of the crossing. The crossing is not going anywhere. We've not converted any of our crosses apparently, so we're going to try to focus play through the middle. And we are playing narrower anyway, so that should be fine. So we'll try that until 60 minutes. But anyway, yeah. So work Friday. So it's kind of uncanny how these things happen, I suppose. But it's strange sometimes. I was going to go into the office on Friday, and I decided on Thursday night that I can't be bothered, so I didn't. The joys of working flexibly. And I logged on as normal, and I logged on at 7 actually, because I was going to do a full day because I wanted to just make up a bit of time. So I thought I'll log on at 7, finish at 3:30 on a Friday of all days. I lasted until 3, and I logged off at 3, but not by the by. I logged on and I cracked a comment in our sort of Teams chat, a bit of a laugh and a joke about not being in the office. And then somebody said, there's been an incident and the office is closed. And I was like, what? So the office where I would normally work in Leeds was closed. Shut down at 7:15 in the morning. And I'm like, what's happened? Somebody had jumped off the top of the building. Not pleasant. Yes, did pass away. Not at the time, not right at the scene. But... Not one of my direct staff members, but the manager that manages some of them staff members on the training team that are based in Leeds was not working kind of semi-working. He's on a course. So I obviously was like, I'll check in with all the lead staff then. So I rung a couple and rung this one lass, and she was like, yeah, when I was walking into the office at 7:15, I saw the man on the floor and them doing CPR on him right in front of me. I'm like, oh. Then suddenly, this is one of the benefits of my previous job. Some managers or some people might be like, what the hell do you do? What? A staff member's just declared they've come to work today, and they've come across a man on the. She didn't know what happened at the time, obviously, but a man on the floor, blood around him, and CPR being done on him, right outside your office. She was a bit shaken up, but yeah, I went into full police mode. I went into full police mode. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she messaged me today. She messaged me late that day, after about 3 hours. I went, when she found out he passed away, she went, I've just found out he's died. I feel a bit weird. I said, go home, get yourself off phone, please. Don't log on for the rest of the day. Anyway, she messaged me today. She went, thank you so much for Friday. She said, I feel a bit silly. And I said, well, why would you feel silly? It's nothing to feel silly about. You just come across something that you would never, in the month of Sundays, expect to come across, unless you're a police officer, because you're usually first on the scene to them kind of things. So don't feel silly at all, you fool. Anyway, bless her. But yeah, and the reason why I'm saying, it's uncanny is because I get to the office at 7:15, pretty much like clockwork. Every morning I go to work, because it's like, yeah, literally, I get up, my alarm goes off at the same time, I do the same routine and get to work at the exact same time. It's always between 10 past and 7:15. So I could have been me stumbling into that, which, yeah, very unpleasant. But yeah, very sad indeed. So yeah, it's a bit of drama on Friday. But yeah, life as a manager. This is one thing that I like about management. Not many things are left that I like about management at the minute, but one of the things is, yeah, it's that kind of, like the police, you don't know what you're going to get every day because you're dealing with people and things happen to people. People do things. So, you just never know, do you? No 2 days will ever be the same. Oh, I can hear me. Another one of your fabled headers. Come on, team. Get a grip, will you? I jest now, but this is going to turn serious very shortly, unless you score a flipping goal. Right, Saziba is not playing well. Akinyemi was given until 60 minutes. Oh, it's raining as well. Maybe the pitch conditions, the damp, is not helping our short passing game. Or maybe Maidenhead are just sitting in a very low block, doing all they can to frustrate us and hit us on the counter. And because why wouldn't you? A point to them is like the holy grail, isn't it? I mean, I think we've got to go attacking. I really do think we've got to go attacking. Chadwick's coming on for Saziba. Saziba's playing rubbish. He has improved to a 6.6, to be fair to him. Did it say to take Saziba off? No. Chadwick Kennedy, only if one wide player is fading. Well, Saziba is fading in his stats, so we'll take him off. That's 2 changes, isn't it? Right, we've got one more change. We'll keep that for now. 1-1 at 65 minutes. I won't give him the stats, but I think he will understand the urgentness of this situation. He's probably going to go attacking. Not from 60 minutes. Probably from, I'd say, 75. Come on, BLCI. What are you going to do, brother? What you going to do? Eric Harrington. Do you know what I recognise? Have you changed your username, or is it still the same username? Because I recognise your username. Bielsa folds his arms. Now the match must be won from the bench and not from From the bench and from the mine. Go attack it. Don't go attacking now. Oh, no messing about. Keep focus play through the middle. Davies for Akinyemi. Dyson for Young or Batty around 70 minutes. We've taken Chadwick instead. Attacking pattern. Defensive warning. More direct. Use another attacking sub. Allow fullbacks more support. Okay. Do you know what we're also going to do? I'm just going to slightly override a bit of BLCI here. This is going to be something that would make sense because this was the original tactic, right? That was the original tactic. He says to go a bit more direct if at 75 minutes. Let's do it now. Still focusing play through the middle. I'm going to click it down even narrower then because crossing is clearly not working. I'm going to go all out here, counter attack as well. Lines pushed up. Do we take our final sub? Look, Young is not playing well. Not playing well at all. Right, this is it. This is the final roll of the dice. Tweaks to the tactic. Personnel on. Attacking. Batty's on thin ice. You'll have to be on thin ice, my friend. We can't drop points here. It is as simple as that. 15 minutes to show why we deserve to be moving up the table. Chadwick. He intercepts. Fresh legs. Driving inside. He shoots. He should have put it inside. He should have crossed it. You greedy swine. But yes, I'm not doing too bad. I'm still here, just about. I've had a few health concerns, but nothing overly serious, touch wood. Just a bit of the old stress, apparently. It's just caused my body to go into a bit of a meltdown, but hey. But I hope you're well as well. Hope you're doing well. It's always nice to see old faces. Look at the state of this match. This ain't happening, is it? Very attacking. Come on, this could be our final chance here. Burgess. Amos, move! Why are you overlapping? Come on, move your backside. We need to score here. No, that's never going to make it. Those crossfits never yield results. Come on, team. Come on, team. Come on. Penalty, anything. I'll take anything. Come on. Come on, Amos. Don't blast it over. Smith. Forward to Burgess to Amos. Amos. Come on. Oh, you're going backwards for? Amos again. He's twisted. He doesn't know where to go. He's like, where am I going? Where am I going? Chadwick! Super sub Chadwick! He tries the shot. It's blocked. It goes out for a corner. Corners that aren't corner highlights never yield goals either. So I'm not overly excited about this, to be quite frank, either. But you never know. Sometimes I've been proven wrong. Barnes. Get it back in. Oh, this is it. Final chance. It's done. No. No. Foul him. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, you're going to the Cotswolds. Oh, nice. This is the end of the game highlight. Although it could be an actual highlight. Come on, Smith. Batty, come on. Come on, come on. Last minute. Come on, do it. Do it to him. Do it to him. Do it to him. You know you want to. Chadwick! Oh, he's in the post! Oh! Oh. God damn it. I said it. Bielsa said it. I said it after walloping Rochdale, who have lost again, by the way. I just noticed they've lost 4-0. I just glanced out of the corner of my eye. So we have actually pulled an extra point away from them, despite the fact that we've also dropped points. 1-1 at full time. That's not a result to be happy with. But if we just analyse this table, okay. I said 5th, and we are playing Oldham. The goal difference is quite close, actually. We could still finish 5th. I think 4th is now beginning to look a bit of a far-fetched affair. 9 points is the gap to Bromley, so that's come down a bit. Well, 2 points. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I can't say I'm happy with that because we're not at all. Not at all, my friends. That was atrocious. We played well, we just don't put the ball in the back of the net, which has happened to us more than once this season. In this particular period here, I seem to recall. Started to struggle to score a little bit. Frustrating. Very frustrating. But I think our lot is pretty much... We're finishing anywhere between 7th and 5th at this point. I'd probably like to suggest we were going to finish in 5th with the form as it is and stuff. But we have to... We're going to have to do it the hard way. And that is the playoffs. We're going to have to do it through the playoffs. But even if we don't, there could be another season just yet. Because I really do think me and Biels can get a York City team next season that will not be as inconsistent as this. I'm happy. I'm confident we can. So yeah, I've not even bloody given him the result. It's the trouble. If you press enter before the screenshot's properly loaded, it doesn't register. Right, we've got 6 games to go, and I was anticipating finishing the entire month in this stream, but I started later than I wanted to. So we've got what looks like 2 streams worth of season to go, or at least 1 recorded session perhaps of these 2 matches, because these are just 2 home games that we should be winning, and then for the final and then the last 2 streams will be to finish the season, and then FA Trophy final possibly, and playoffs as the final stream. So I'm thinking there's 2 streams and a recorded session to be had to finish this season off, and all of that's going to be happening before the end of the month, because I'm planning on starting Bannerlord on the 1st of July, remember. Right, I don't need to see what Biels is going to say. He's going to say he's not happy, because why would you be? Because I'm certainly not. But in the meantime, folks, there you go. Tomorrow I'm playing football. On Wednesday I'm supposed to be going out, but it's 50-50 as to whether I am going out Wednesday. If I'm not going out Wednesday, which I'll know pretty much by lunchtime, we'll be streaming Cyberpunk. That's right, Cyberpunk. We'll be doing that chilled out Cyberpunk stream, trying to see if I can get the hood off, engross ourselves in Night City, and just do some side stuff. Go on a shopping spree, buy some more clothes, buy a car, maybe go buy a new apartment, ride the metro, do some chill out stuff, and enjoy Night City for what it is, rather than following the quest markers around. So that's going to be the plan for my next Cyberpunk stream, hopefully at some point this week. But yeah, Uncle Moz, good to see you. Good to see you in the good old UK. Hope you have a fab time and keep checking in. I want to see updates. I want to see where you're getting, where you are in the UK and how you're finding it. And if you need any travel advice, I'll do my best. I've been around the UK a fair bit now, so I do know a few places if you need any sort of ideas, but no. Right, and the rest of you, have a good week ahead, whatever you choose to do. World Cup starting soon. Hopefully looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll see you on a stream in the not too distant future. But have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time.